We established Black Wall Street districts around the globe in the spirit of the original Black Wall Street district of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Black Wall Street districts can be recognized as an urban area that is a thriving center of business, industry, and culture, and is a commercial strip that has 50 to 70% or more businesses owned by African Americans.
Support the Black Wall Street USA movement for the next 300 years. We established Black Wall Street districts around the globe in the spirit of Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. This movement is about God, our ancestors, and future generations. Your supporting membership will further show you are willing to perform the same ground paving efforts for generations we will never meet. Visit blackwallstreet.org/join and keep the movement moving.
Welcome to Black Wall Street, Texas. This is our weekly meeting, and we're super excited that you showed up for your business today and to honor the legacy of Black Wall Street, Tulsa. Now we're going to go ahead. Let me share my screen and see, can I pull up the agenda? I'm working on sharing my screen. Here we go. Do y'all see it? Oh, gosh.
No.
Oh, gosh, it's stuck. It's not moving. It's saying finish update. I don't know what the computer is doing right now. Let me see. I'm trying to escape. Well, anyway, the screen is frozen, but we'll go ahead with the opening prayer. Anyone want to lead us in open prayer? Please do so right now. Go ahead and lead us in prayer. If not, then I'll just go ahead. Oh, gracious Father, I want to stop and thank you for the many blessings you have already stored upon us. I'm asking for guidance throughout our journey of this mission of Black Wall Street. Please bless the leaders, give them the wisdom, knowledge, and the understanding so that they're guiding this movement in your will and not theirs. We're asking these and other blessings in thy Son Jesus' name. Amen. Now, let's go to the 7 spiritual markers. Miss Karen, you want to lead us in the 7 spiritual markers?
Okay. The Spirit of the Lord, the Spirit of understanding, the Spirit of knowledge, the Spirit of wisdom, the Spirit of power, the Spirit of counsel, and the Spirit of the fear of the Lord.
Thank you for sharing the 7 spiritual markers, which are the spiritual guidelines that are guiding this movement. They can also be found on blackwallstreet.org, our movement. Now we're going to move on into understanding the Black Wall Street movement. What is the Black Wall Street movement? This is where we are continuing to preserve the legacy and history of Tulsa, Oklahoma, those Black businesses that were impacted by the massacre. Their history of controlling and keeping the Black dollars in our community. Today, we do that by advancing, enhancing, and elevating Black businesses to continue to honor the history of Black Wall Street, Tulsa. Now we're going to go into the icebreaker pitch, and I'll start with my business, which is the Graduate's Gift LLC. It is a real estate management company that provides support services to graduates and young entrepreneurs who are experiencing financial challenges. We enhance them by giving them access to learning and earning opportunities. We are the Graduate's Gift LLC. Next. unmute and go ahead with your elevator pitch.
Good morning. Good morning. This is Karen Reese. I am Vice State Director of Black Wall Street, as well as a coach at Stage One in Action. And so I hold a lot of different jobs, but the job I'm going to highlight today is Core Fast Tax because we have the tax deadline that's coming up on October the 15th for those people who have filed extensions to get their taxes done. Core Fast Tax, it is a family owned business. The initials stand for each one of my kids' name. So I will be working on building legacy so they will be able to take on the business after I'm gone. But we work on personal and business and corporate taxes. So if you need your taxes done, reach out to corefasttax@gmail.com.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Next. Okay, next. Feel free to unmute and do your 1 minute elevator pitch. Going once. Going twice. Well, now we will move on to the business activity for the week, what we've done in our business. And as others join us, I'm still working on my screen. My screen is stuck and I'm scared to close everything. I'm going to join on another device. Okay. So let's talk about the business activity for the week. What did you do in your business the past week?
I'll go ahead and talk about it while you work on that. What I did this week is I partnered with a company called Stage One in Action. It is a organization that provide resource and support for young entrepreneurs, kids who want to start a business or kids who that we can introduce to want to start a business. And so we are coaches where our businesses as well can be uh, uh, our business as well can be trained. If there's areas in our business that we need help in, we are also learning through this program as well. But then we become the coaches to the kids. So if there's a kid that want to learn about sports or taxes or starting a restaurant, then we have different coaches that are in this program that the kids will be able to ask questions and uh, be able to be taught how to do those type of things. And so I'm excited that I'm starting this program, and I'm looking forward to what it's going to bring, the resource and the information it's going to be bringing to the kids. Because I think we're in a different space now where we want to have our kids focusing on ownership versus coming out of school and I'm gonna work in a factory. Of course, there's not a lot of factories around, but we want to show them that it is possible for them to own and they can do that at an early age, and we can train them to do it. At least it will be something that they have tried. If they decide not to do it when they get older, they will at least be able to say, I was once a business entrepreneur, a business owner. I had, and so they would already be have some kind of training in that space. So when they go older, how there's a lot of different things we want to try, but that's
Right.
one thing that they will already have tried. And so um and just wanted to share that.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. And I'm super excited as well about the opportunity that we have here with Stage One in Action. And my business activity this week with Stage One in Action, and I incorporated as part of Black Wall Street, Texas, too, is I had an opportunity to revisit my old job. I was actually working with a student with Stage One in Action where she's needing assistance with getting her high school transcript. So I was able to go back to the school where I worked, and while I was there, a student engaged me because I was at the window, and she was sharing, asking if she could stand there until her mom came. And I'm like, why is your mom coming to school? Because it was early in the morning, school had just started. She said, because I need to get some more clothes. I'm like, wait a minute. You knew what you were wearing when you came out. Why your mom coming? Well, because I wanted to change clothes. It's picture day. So I told her I needed to see her mom when her mom got there because I wanted to share the opportunity about Stage One in Action. And I was able to share the opportunity and explain what the program focuses on, which is personal development, professional development, career development, as well as leadership opportunities through community engagement. So I shared that with the mom and the student. They were excited. So I continued on to get them enrolled into the program. And as I did that later on in the afternoon, took a couple of ambassadors on a tour at the district attorney's office, which was a huge success. When I say the movement of getting our youth connected to people in leadership roles that look like them, and them being receptive to coaching and mentoring the students. That was a huge success. We were able to connect a youth who wants to start his own security company. And he was able to connect with the chief investigator for Fort Bend County, private investigator. And so he agreed to actually mentor the youth. We're going to creatively um, build an internship for him while he's at school at Houston Tilson University, and he will actually be able to work directly with the private investigator here in Fort Bend County. So the activity of connecting the students with the profession that they want was really rewarding to me. So I'm looking forward to the exchange from that and how it connects with the graduate's gift. This is a graduate. He just graduated and went to college. So being able to pull that knowledge and that desire to be an entrepreneur and keep fueling and supporting him throughout his journey. So that was my business activity this week with the graduate's gift. And I have this QR code on my shirt, and they were able to scan to register as business associates. There were two that actually scanned because we went to different departments. And so one was scanning to support, they were trying to purchase the book, and I told them we had a different QR code for the book, but he scanned to register the DA's office, whereas the other one did the private investigator's office. So that was my business activity for the graduate's gift. Next. Anyone else? My screen. Anyone else want to share? Can can y'all hear me over there? Because my thing is like stuck.
Yeah, I can hear you, Dr. Otis.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Tell us about where you are right now, where you're starting. I guess I could go. What are we doing? We sharing. What are we sharing? Our activity.
Yes, we're doing business activity now.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm in a AI training at the same time on this call, but
Okay.
my activity for the week for Global Touch Enterprise, of course. Of course, we're doing some trainings. All this week, I had a lot of good Zoom trainings for Stage 1 in Action. I have some new clients to design websites for and adding the AI chatbots and all of that too, and automation. Then on my podcast, had a great session. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have that. So I'm able to educate and uplift people on how to market and using the ads on Facebook and digital ads and all of that for your business. And it's been a really pretty productive week. I kind of stay up late night trying to get all this together, but I'm always ever learning and ever educating myself so I can uplift and help others that also wants to grow their businesses on a regular basis. So back to you.
All right. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Next.
Recording in progress.
I'm switching devices. I am switching devices over here, so be patient. It doesn't look like I can end this one. Oh gosh. Okay. I can't close this one. So I'm just gonna shut down the whole computer. Okay. Next, are you able to share LT? If not, we're going to move on to
This
the
is
next.
Man
Go ahead.
Rising. This is LT, and I am continuing to finish up what I started with Marblon Creations. I have a couple of orders to fill. And so these past few days, I have made over 200 beads. And so I realized when I first started this project, I was a little excited. So I was all over the place. So now I'm more focused, have a strategy. So I'm finishing what I started to so I can start on my new strategy. But it's amazing how this new skill set has opened up a lot of doors.
You're
So
going in and out.
it's probably where I'm sitting. The combinations of colors are endless. So that's what I'm
Oh, it
doing.
says my internet. Okay.
Finishing up my practice, what I started, and it's just been a task. A good task, but it's been a task.
All right. Thank you for sharing, LT. And we are going to move on to the next part of the agenda. This is where we do our reflection on the Black Wall Street call. As we know, we are transitioning to actually having the calls via Zoom. So I'm looking forward to us transitioning on Monday to the Zoom calls. And the Black Wall Street activity, we can share that, Karen. We can share our activity this past week. Our interaction with Dr. Carter, where he shared, where his office shared the way how we can actually start fundraising for the Trail of Tears tour. They provided clarity on the process of who and how we can set up the Trail of Tears bank accounts. So I will be going to Tulsa to meet with Sister Rahima so that we can open. And I'm also going to encourage Karen to come go with me, so that she can be a part of the process and be one of the signers as well on the account, because we need to have multiple signers on the account. And so I think Karen would definitely represent well. She has that financial bookkeeping background. And y'all know I'm all over the place. And Sister Rahima, we're all over the place. Karen is the organized one, the one that understands the process of the bookkeeping. So it would only make sense to have her on the account with us. Um, and the other activities this week, Black Wall Street, outside of receiving the direction of Dr. Carter, also talked about the process of setting up districts in Texas and how we can organize. There's an 8-step process for creating districts. Now, here in the Houston area, Dr. G had identified over in Sunnyside an actual area for creating Black Wall Street District, but I've also identified areas in Missouri City. The key is being able to connect with the people who serve in the congressional political area to help support being identified as a Black Wall Street district. Now, we can revisit that with Dr. G and look at how we can do it and focus on that. I like to identify projects that we're going to do and we follow through with it. So when we are really trying to get the district, we're going to need somebody to take a lead on making the connections with the politicians in that area, as well as following through, not just connecting to connect, but to actual implement the strategies to becoming a district. So if anybody on this call would like to take that on as one of their initiatives, something that they want to do, let me know. And, I will support you on all areas of making it happen. And also looking at doing the postage stamp is one of the projects that Dr. G wanted to do. And I really like the concept of preserving our history with something that will be nationwide and to have it as one of Texas projects. So I will be following through with that with Dr. G, consulting with him and the post office on getting the postage stamp. Now, are there any opportunities or does anyone else want to share business dialogue with Black Wall Street?
Well, Dr. Love, as you know, you and I discussed doing some fundraisers for the Trail of Tears. And I think it's an excellent idea for us to do a vending event that will allow a lot more Black businesses to get involved and for other people to get exposed to Black Wall Street. So I'm looking forward to the vending event happening.
Yes, 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 yes. This will be an event where we will build a theme around it, the Trail of Tears tour. We will build a theme for hosting while we're on this call. Let's see if we can do that now. Let me ask chat if what would be an appropriate theme for Trail of Tears tour fundraising vendors event. And list for things. Okay, here's what came up when I did. Okay, these are the different themes that chat gave us. Oh wow, this one, I like this one. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna read the names and you all let me know which one you like and we can go with that for starting to organize the actual bending event. The first one is called The Pathway of Resilience. The second one is Echoes of the Journey. The third one is Healing Trails, a journey of culture and commerce. And the fourth one is Spirit of the Trail Festival.
I like the healing trails of spirit. What's the
A
rest of
journey
it?
of culture, a journey of culture and commerce.
Yeah, I like that
And
one.
okay. Anyone else want to weigh in on the name that we can use to host this event?
Okay, so you're talking about actually being the creator of the event
Yeah,
and
this
then
because
having
what
a
she's
theme.
this, yes, here, like normally when I do this event, I normally do the vendor thing with NAACP. It was called a business and community showcase event. And it's where we just invited Black business owners to come together and showcase their product or service. But now, since she's recommending for the Trail of Tears tour, what all the funds that will be generated would go straight to the Trail of Tears tour. And the funds would only be the vendor's registration. And we're making a title so that they understand what is intentional and purpose is to focus on fundraising for the Trail of Tears tour and having a name, Healing Trails, a journey of culture and commerce, where we can also highlight what we're going to be doing on the Trail of Tears tour and see if we can get those vendors as well to support us throughout the tour.
Okay, say the names again.
Okay, the first one was Pathways of Resilience, Echoes of the Journey, Healing Trails, a journey of culture and commerce, Spirit of the Trail Festival. And now
Mm.
I'll read what they say happening at each one and maybe go in depth because they give you a concept. Here on the Pathway of Resilience is celebrating endurance, healing, and hope through remembrance and renewal. You focus on culture, arts, local vendors, storytelling, and performances that honors the Native heritage and community rebuilding. Now, Echoes of Journey, you remember the voices of the past and empowering the voices of today. Education exhibit, music, food, and craft. Healing Trails, a journey of culture and commerce. Here you're using art, trade, and togetherness to transform pain into purpose. Healing through storytelling, culture, crafts, wellness booth, and small business empowerment. Walking together towards restoration. I like that one. That way I can pull other organizations that I work with to support it, like crime survivors, the DA office. I'm just thinking out loud now. And then the other one,
And go ahead. I'll tell you
and,
afterwards. Go ahead.
and then the Spirit of the Trail Festival. This is a vibrant celebration of spirit, history, and community. The vendors market, live music, youth performance, and historical tributes. I like number three. So, because I'm looking at how I can pull all the other entities that I work with to support it.
And I like the healing trails as well because with the storytelling, we can also incorporate sign language at the
Okay.
same time. If we have anybody who does spoken word or anything like that, that would be perfect to showcase sign language. See, let our ambassadors see that this is a pretty good field to go into if you want to be an interpreter, or if you just want to do music or poetry or what have you, to incorporate into your craft. So I
Yeah.
like the healing trails, and plus it echoes Black Wall Street. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Black Wall Street, Tulsa, and all the other Black Wall Streets, they're in the healing process. So I think it echoes all of not just Black Wall Street, but our culture as a whole.
Okay. Well, that could definitely be our thing for this particular event here. And we can definitely showcase the event live on different platforms so that we're connecting, not just here in Sugar Land. Actually, I'm looking, seeing where we could host it, go back to where I did the event for NAACP. We'll go back to Missouri City because that location is really centrally located within Fort Bend County. So we can look to host the event, and let's talk about the timeline. When do we want to host it, actually do it? I think we should plan this at least 3 months out, like maybe at the beginning of the year. What are your thoughts?
Well, we could do more than one, actually. Um,
Okay.
you got Christmas coming up, and we could probably plan one in December, something short, and to give us a feel of how it would go. And then that way you can kind of put an announcement out, hey, we'll be doing this again, get ready, yada, yada, yada. Uh, and then do another one later on in the year, because you maybe focus around some of the events that people celebrate.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
So,
know that particular location is already booked for the rest of the year.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why I say jump at the beginning because they've
Okay.
already booked up during the weekends. Not, I don't know about during the week, which would be kind of diff different doing it during the week. So we still can look at it. I'll do a trip over there on Monday to see what their calendar is like, and we can
Okay.
go from there. And I think too, we ought to try to do a virtual event. Let's get creative on if we're going to do the healing trails, we can host a virtual event as well to pull people together.
That's
And
different.
yeah, do it, put, I mean, just thinking outside of the box. Most people um are connecting anyway via Zoom and whatnot. Come up with a virtual fundraiser where
Okay.
we're showcasing arts, showcasing performance and things like that. And the reason I'm saying, because Gibb, who is a part of Black Wall Street, has a platform that he's working on hosting global concert. We actually did one before, so maybe tying into what he's doing globally, adding a piece to the event he's about to host, pushing in Black Wall Street fundraiser during his event as well. It's all about collaborating and maximizing on the opportunities, which I think we could do that as well.
Sounds like a plan.
So
Cool.
any other suggestions?
And Karen, we can even extend up there by you to DeSoto.
Or do a pop-up in DeSoto?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's only a word for me to go.
Baby.
No,
Prayerfully
Lord.
by that time my truck will be repaired and I'll be there too.
Okay. Yes. Do a pop-up, find a location to do a
Yeah,
I'll
pop-up.
look
buddy.
around and
Eh,
see.
look, your parking lot, Karen.
Huh?
What parking lot over there where you are?
Oh,
You're
the
like,
business.
oh,
Or look into community centers because they
Yeah,
usually will let nonprofits rent for free.
yeah.
right.
So I'll look around.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Any other suggestion on things that we can do to continue to support the Trail of Tears tour? Any other updates other than what has already been shared?
Yeah, I think we only had the 3 sales from the chips, so we'll be closing that out. That will be $30 that we made
Wait a
from
minute.
that.
Wait, why are you
Can we
closing
do
it
it
so
again?
soon? Yeah,
Karen, can we reopen and redo, reopen and do after the 7th?
I mean, it's 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 there. It's just that it's not,
Well, we're gonna have, okay, Ed is gonna be doing a lesson on Tuesday, showing how to actually utilize advertising marketing. I'm gonna be using my platform, my site on not Tuesday. Is it Monday or Tuesday? I'm not sure. One of those days, Ed is gonna be doing a work Tuesday because I was intentional Tuesday. We will start looking at paid advertising. So when we're doing that, we could have that as one of the things that I'm pushing in the paid advertising to see how it goes, you know? I'm just thinking out loud. And I know Ed is on another call. He can't really
Oh yeah,
Ed.
I'm here, Dr.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
what are your thoughts about pushing the chip fundraiser when we're doing um my campaign that we're gonna do the test campaign? What are your thoughts about doing the chips when we do the promotional ad? Would I be able to not only promote my business, but also be specific on the chip campaign? Or do I have to limit to one thing that we're promoting?
well, yeah, specifically, you can do that. And the best thing to do on levels like that, like a fundraiser, or anything on the cause marketing side of it, because that's considered cause marketing. But you're for a business for profit deal, you can, depending on how you place the ad, you can do a little bit of both, but you have to
Okay.
have a particular link or a call to action where they can go to and support whatever you're doing. Just like on social media platforms, they have these event pages that you can create an event for whatever events you're hosting. But for advertising purposes, on that other side of the fence, you can basically put together your particular ad, but just making sure you have a good keyword there that's going to resonate with everybody. Because what Facebook does, which I really love about social media platforms, is that they'll send it based on your business, based on the description of your business, they'll send it directly to that target group, even to your people who like you on Facebook on the business side of it, though. But you got to have a business Facebook social media page in order for this to work properly. If you don't have a business social media page, it just won't work. So you will need to make sure that you have all of your details in place so that Facebook, unlike Google Ads and doing Google, where you have to wait for people to type in a keyword and adword, where on the other end, social media, they don't do that. They just submit it and send that to the regular target group that you described in your business. And that's how you advertise.
Let me ask this. So then would it be better to do the ad on Black Wall Street page or on our personal business page?
Well, I would do both, Janice, on both of those, Dr. Little, because Black Wall Street organization considered as a nonprofit or cause marketing. So you bring an awareness to the community. For your business for profit, then you would want to put something together. I would have two separate ads for that, and you can run them, and you can start off as small as look $50
Okay.
to do it, and then you can reach. It'll show you how many people you're going to reach within that demographic for that week, until you run out of that $50, and that's going to be based on people going to your page, clicking, or if you have a call to action button on there for them to call to contact you, or a link where they can go to, they'll click on that. That'll give you immediate access to that group of people. And so that's the
Okay.
cool thing about I love about social media, why people are making so much money on it now, is because their algorithms are basically guiding you to that group that's basically in your arena that you do business in, or organization as a cause marketing arm. So that's why I would separate the two.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Thanks for sharing. But we'll definitely look into that on Tuesday. And starting looking at how we can push that chip campaign for fundraising as well. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing that.
No
Any
problem.
other feedback or suggestions on the Trail of Tears tour and on anything regarding Black Wall Street? Anything else? If not, we're gonna go on to any opportunities that you're aware of. There are weekly opportunities coming out regarding grants. Oh, I'll share an update too. I received a call from Fort Bend ISD department that handles the contracts and whatnot. I received one-on-one support to kind of get an understanding of what was missing with my proposal. And, I've been in that system since 2019 and haven't received anything. She took me step by step to help me through the process. I actually had 5 different applications on file, but all of them were they all had pieces that were missing. So what she did was combined all of my profiles and updated my certification because it had expired in their system. So I updated all the information, and then she shared with me that she would like for me to come and volunteer to host a workshop with her on digital marketing. And I'm like, okay, I can just share what I know about digital marketing. I can put together a presentation. She said basically so that they can get a feel of how I present and interact with others. It gives an opportunity to be in front of Fort Bend ISD vendors and share what it is I have to offer to them. And I said, sure, I'll come and participate with that. Looking to do it, I think she said like December. So looking forward to that opportunity, even though it's a volunteer opportunity, but it's an opportunity for me to showcase what the graduates gift could do with professional development. Um, Also other opportunities that are out there that you are aware of. If you know of any, just unmute and share. I will be going out into the community today, over to the Siena market, farmers market in Siena. I was told that there's a guy out there who have meat, packaged meat, and I want to go check it out to see and to support. And it's also a great way to continue to network with individuals in Fort Bend County. So that is what I'll be doing for the remainder of today. Any other opportunities that someone want to share? If not, then the announcements, the upcoming announcement, we will have Black Wall Street, Oklahoma call on tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we will have the stage 1 in action meet and greet tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will also be hosting another stage 1 in action ambassador workshop on Tuesday. And this is where the ambassadors come together, work on their pitch, and they will also have an opportunity to share their experience of going on the tour over at Fort Bend County District Attorney's Office. They'll get to share that as well. And we are opening this up to all of the ambassadors that are within the Texas network. Anyone that was introduced to Stage 1 in Action through our network will be invited to attend and participate in the Stage 1 in Action Ambassador Workshop. And this will be on Tuesday at 6 p.m. And I will send a reminder with the Zoom link for the ambassador and their coaches. Any other announcements that I may have forgot or omit?
And just going out to anybody that's watching the video and they're not a part of Texas and they have a young person that is an entrepreneur or would like to get into entrepreneurship, they still can join, whether or not they're in Texas or not, they still can be a part of it. So if anyone is watching this video and you have some kids that you want to get them more involved, we do a lot of virtual projects and things like that. So just reach out to Dr. Little or Ed or I, and let us know, and we can bring your kid. They can join and learn as well.
And all they have to do is go to stage1inaction.org, and then how to get involved. Just click the ambassadors assessment. And if you're listening to this recording, there are 3 people on here you can use as a reference. That is actually there are 4 because LT is a part of it too. So there are 4 people you can list as references. So do not let that hold you back. You can use Karen Reese, Edward Peterson, LT Williams, and me. You can use Dr. Janice Fiddle. That is our time for now. Anyone, anything else you want to announce before we go? If not, y'all have an absolutely amazing weekend. And I will be back here this time next week, same time, same place via Zoom. You know what? Wait a minute. I may do a mixer. Hey, let's talk about doing a Black Wall Street mixer. Now that we have an office over here in Stafford, Texas, we can look at hosting a mixer too for Black Wall Street, Texas. We'll talk about that next week. Y'all go be amazing.
It's just that for us,
And
Great
then
idea.
Ed, we had talked to Ed about us having a class where we're finding free websites and things like that where we can connect our businesses to, whether it's Google, Yelp, Yellow Pages, Black
Yes.
Pages,
So Ed,
or
that's a workshop she's saying that you could host
Syria. Yeah,
for
Siri,
us.
Okay.
So
that we
we
would do
just
that.
have to set up the date and well, Ed does the workshop anyway. We just have to plug into your training. What day is this week you already
Well, it's
have
on
it.
Black. I wanted to do it on Black Wall Street page.
Okay. On Black Wall Street. Okay.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
do that.
For a mixer or just a training in person or
No, on our
okay.
Saturday's call, just said that we're going to be
On
focused
Saturday
on,
call next week.
listing your businesses on free websites for your business
What
to
I'll
be
do is
discovered.
put that down for next week. We will have business. We'll have a training agenda for next week.
Yeah.
Ed, are you okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine. I can do that.
And you understand what we're
Yeah, I know what you're
looking.
talking about. You know, so marketing your business on those free on the platforms that's free that you can do. There's many
Okay.
of them. It's a whole list of
Okay.
them right now as we speak.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
will put that down for next week. Will be a training meeting. We'll schedule it as a training workshop. Can you put together a flyer for it, Ed, so we can market it and get it out?
Okay, I'll put a flyer together.
Okay, got it. All right, thanks for reminding Karen that this is what we need.
Question, only for Black Wall Street members? Because this is
No,
gonna be a way, wait. This is gonna be a way I'm gonna get my people I've been telling about Black Wall Street to join.
yeah, that's why you can open it for anyone that gets the link. We can open it up to them so that we can get them to join. So I don't think it should just be limited to.
Well, I'm gonna tell them you have to be a member to get in.
Ah, nah,
Okay, I guess I'll invite them.
yeah, invite them.
Okay.
Anything else? So we got that. Anything else? Y'all can help me remember, because we have 4 minutes. Anything else? I want to tell you, I appreciate all of you for being consistent and following through. We are continuing to have impact on these kids and on each other, because I tell you, growth is happening. Well, all righty. If nothing else, we will officially adjourn this meeting, and we will see and hear from each other throughout the week. So in between that time, you all continue to be amazing, and I will catch up with you soon.
attention. We'd like to make sure that your seatbelts are fastened.